So it's 7 a.m, I just woke up, the perfect time to play some Pro Cycling Manager. Last episode was an absolute roller coaster, starting off with a massive victory in Strade Bianche, and after that 5 stage wins across Paris-Nice and Tirreno Adriatico. And ultimately with a massive comeback winning Paris-Nice with Matthias Wacek. Now today we'll combine one-day races together with the Volta Catalunya, starting off with the first monument of the season, Milano-Sanremo. Parkour-wise the same as always, 290 kilometers Cipressa and Poggio. The favorites are Wout van Aert, Mess Pedersen, Filippo Ganna and so forth, but also Lawrence Piffy and Hector Alvarez, so we've got a chance. To be honest, last year super close in this race, so this time around I want the victory. It is finally time for REMBE to win a monument. So the race has begun, time for 7 hours in the saddle, +2 on Wacek, so that's nice. 75 sprint, 78 hill stat, so perfection. Alvarez with a 0 day, but that's still +1 on his sprint stat, so 77 sprint, 72 hill stat. When it comes to our leadership in the team, oh my god, I was about to tell you that Wacek is our man to go for today, so hopefully the man gets up, but it looks like he will, so we are continuing the race. And he's already back in the peloton, so no real harm done. Like, it cannot be understated how long I'm sitting here during these recording sessions, especially Milano-Sanremo, on times 8, waiting for the finish line. It takes so incredibly long. Imagine if the game allowed you to drop a pin on the profile and the game would simulate up to that point in the race and I could just ride the last 30 kilometers. So my train is ready, the Cipressa is about to start, Alvarez in the last wheel together with Piffy because those are my sprinty options. Wacek will be my attacking option for the Poggio, but I've got no real plans for the Cipressa, just positioning. Here we go, onto the climb, 4.8 kilometers, 4.4% in the perfect position, so let's keep it that way. There we go, the Cipressa is done for, only one obstacle left, and that is the Poggio. And here we go, 4.1 kilometers, 3.7%, Herzog is leading Energelon, Del Grosso and Wacek. We're gonna launch Wacek on this climb, and we've got a move here. Riley Sheehan on the left side of the road, let's up it towards 92 maybe, I reckon that's okay. We've got the likes of Vergalito for Little Trek with Alessandro Vere, we've got Milesi de Preto. Where are the sprinty types? Pedersen is right here, and Brennan is right here together with the lead. This is where the troublesome riders are, so let's try and drop them. We're almost halfway to climb. Del Grosso is ready to do something, but we're gonna get blocked in. We are gonna get blocked in, so I need to get past this Little Trek rider somehow. Del Grosso can now go 92-ish. What's the distance to the top? I reckon it's launching distance. With Del Grosso right now, Wacek in the wheel. Piffy can actually move towards the wheel of Matthew Brennan, maybe? I reckon that's okay. There we go. Full on attack by Del Grosso. Wacek, he lost the wheel. No, no. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just focus on Alvarez now. And Del Grosso can go all out. And Wacek can literally just sit up on 80 because this punch is going nowhere. We've got Pedersen trying to follow. Ganna right there. This is not going well at all. This is not going well at all. Where's Piffy? Where's Alvarez? He's right there. I need to get them to the front as soon as possible. I've got a 4-man lead out technically, but it's not exactly going as planned, to be honest. Del Grosso is ready for the flat part. Wacek in the wheel. We've got Pedersen right there. Is he attacking? Is Pedersen already going? With 3 kilometers to go? That is very early, buddy. I'm going to try and close that down. Alvarez is too far from the wheel of Piffy, so I reckon it's going for Wacek here. Del Grosso can launch his sprint right now. Wacek in the wheel. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can launch with Wacek. Too early. I launched too early. Can I switch towards Lund Andersen's wheel? I think I will. I'll try and come out. I'll try and come out. Wacek, 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 Wacek. No. Mess Pedersen versus Ben Turner. Pedersen wins, we finish on the podium in third, but that final was far from optimal for us. Like in MSR, if something goes wrong on the Poggio, like Wacek for example not being able to follow Del Grosso's attack, then there's very little time to actually correct what's happening, so we weren't able to correct it that well. Eventually we made a sprint train, but we finished third. And to be honest, finishing on the podium at MSR is a fantastic result, but I was here for the victory, you know? Hey, maybe next year. Anyway, leaving Italy behind, we're going to the Volta Ciclista Catalunya, a 7-day stage race. Starting off with a medium mountain stage, but that big climb is actually quite far from the finish, so this could be a reduced sprint. Afterwards, a 21-kilometer flat time trial, the Volta 2000 mountain finish, followed by the Queen stage, Panne. I think that final climb is about 18 kilometers at 6.5%. Stage 5, 6, and 7 are a combination of puncher stages and sprint stages. Like, it's a pretty fun parkour, but I do feel like GC will be decided after stage 4, the Queen stage. Now, when it comes to our team, Florian Lipovic will be leading with a full fitness peak, so this man should be on fire. And Georg Steinhauser also full fitness peak by his side. Wait, what? Our Slovenian youngster, our sprinter Leon Kolar is 76 sprint now? With 71 acceleration, that's a bit silly, but that's massive growth. And oh my god, Marcos Landa, our 20-year-old Spanish rider, 78 time trial at the age of 20. That is just ridiculous. But this race won't be easy. Tadej Pogacar, Remco Evenepoel, Isaac Del Toro, Juan Ayuso, the big guns are here. Nonetheless, we'll try to beat them. Like, the climbs in this stage are actually not that crazy, so I'm contemplating whether I can get Leon Kolar over these climbs. Then we can go for a sprint. We're starting the climbs and the tempo in the peloton is actually not that high, so far it's looking pretty good for us. Okay, next time I should simply shut up because Quickstep started pacing. We are still surviving though, so I reckon we're okay. But this steep part is scaring me a little bit more. Come on, Leon, hold on. Okay, we made it over that part and we basically have survived the climbing, so perfect race so far. Honestly, I cannot believe this. Ilan van Wilder crashed in the descent and who is waiting? Remco Evenepoel. That makes no sense. Anyway, not my problem. So, entering the last 10 kilometers, no climbs left. Breakaway is about to be caught 30 seconds, so we should be able to catch that. And our sprint train is ready. Leon Kolar is ready. There we go, break is caught. Perikas takes over from Appelbaum, and our 4-man train is on the rails. Lutsenko on the right is basically done for, so that's good for our train. And because this is a medium mountain stage, I don't think many other teams are setting up a sprint train, so that's their mistake. We are not going 99, so that's not very smart. We can take over with Thompson at about 3k to go, probably a little bit late, but that's fine. Landa in the wheel, Lipovic in a good position. Yes, he's surviving quite well. Landa will be our lead out. Marcos, come on. Last 2 kilometers can launch his sprint right now with 1.8. Kolar in the wheel, we've got Voss and so forth sprinting. Last kilometer, Kolar can go, come on. Nah, we're gonna lose from GC riders? Leon Kolar, his first race for the team. Leon Kolar wins the first stage of the Volta Ciclista Catalunya, beating GC riders, so that's just a detail, but the man does it. What can I say? Slovenia has a new generational talent. His first race day at REMBE, his first day at this level in cycling, and he wins the World Tour race. And of course, as a consequence, taking the lead in GC at Catalunya. But hey, with 76 sprint stat, we should be beating the likes of Tiberi, Schachmann, Fischer Black, and so forth. But a win is a win. Next up is the 21-kilometer time trial, and of course, Remco Evenepoel is here with 84 time trial stats, so he's by far the favorite. But actually, Marcos Landa is fat favorite with his 78 time trial. That's just ridiculous. But actually, I don't care about the stage win. It's all about Florian Lipovic for us. 75 time trial. We gotta keep this man as high up as possible in GC. What a sight. Ben Wiggins, the son of Bradley Wiggins, riding for Bardiani CSF. That's quite funny. Okay, Lipovic is about to start his time trial. There we go. +3 on the day. So fantastic stats. Starting off on 92, a bit too high. Let's drop it towards 85 because I want to keep my red bar for this uphill segment here. There we go, up to 86 as we speak, maybe 87 on the steeper segment. To be honest, this man has 79 time trial on the day. That's insane. We should be able to do well. There we go. Let's not spend our entire red bar. Over the top and into the first time check we do. Second place so far, just behind Enric Mas. Second time check incoming. Drop it back down to 85 and we are third on 8 seconds. So doing quite well. Last 1.7 kilometers. In a time trial of this length, it's literally impossible to spend all our yellow bar, so that's quite sad, but we gotta spend our red bar right now. There we go. On to the finish line. Third position, 14 seconds down, so great time trial. Looks like Steinhauser might actually do pretty well as well. Also top 5? Yes, 4th for now. Marcos Landa with 80 time trial, actually not doing that well today, so not the greatest time. Tadej Pogacar and Evenepoel destroying everybody. We finished with Marcos Landa, 11th only. Actually, Landa finished better than Lipovic and Steinhauser here, and they both lose about 50 seconds to Evenepoel and Pogacar. I reckon in the next 2 mountain stages, I want to get myself into a podium position with Lipovic. I think that's possible. But dropping the likes of Ayuso, Del Toro, not exactly super easy. So then, the first mountain stage, Volta 2000, not the craziest climb. Tadej Pogacar and Del Toro are the favorites. I said it before, my goal is simple, moving up in GC. Well then, Lipovic starting off with a +2 on the day, so 82 mountain stats, Steinhauser as well, 80 mountain stats, so we're looking pretty good. Oh, just over 50 kilometers to go, a breakaway of 4 riders and the gap is 9 minutes on the peloton, and I gotta say, UAE is not exactly pacing too highly, so this break might actually win. Yeah, I don't feel like the breakaway is gonna win. 11 kilometers, 3 minutes is the gap now, and the gradient is starting to go up slowly but surely, so I'm trying to position myself nicely near the front because this is not the longest climb. I'm trying to spend as little energy as possible to keep myself in this position. 8 kilometers to the top, and I'm already half out of yellow. Ooh, breakaway is caught. 4.3 kilometers to go. Ayuso is attacking, the rest is trying to follow. I'm trying to do my own tempo because I'm not looking that good right now, so I hope I can close them one by one. That is my goal. Del Toro also not looking too bright, so looks like that man is dropping. Our yellow bar is so limited right now, so I am terrified. Energy shells. Steinhauser is ready to protect. Come on, we gotta make it to the top. 2.5 kilometers to go. Pogacar is solo, but the rest is with us, so that is nice. Mas is done for. Evenepoel is right there. We can't do 85, let's do 75 for now. Steinhauser is about to take over from Perikas. Last kilometer right now, we've got energy left. We might be able to get somewhat close. Lipovic keeps going on 77. Let's do 78. Pogacar is done for. We're gonna finish second on the stage, I think. Let's do 90 towards the top. No. Nordhagen is sprinting. I need to beat this man. We're going to beat Nordhagen on the line and we're gonna finish almost in the wheel of Pogacar, so second on the stage. That's pretty good. One thing is certain, I did not expect Del Toro to finish somewhere 20th on the stage behind two teammates, Glock and Rodriguez. That's a terrible ride by the man. Now, obviously the question is, how many positions do we gain in GC? 10, that's great. Exactly what we were looking for on the podium of GC. Almost a minute behind Pogacar, but only 2 seconds behind Remco Evenepoel, so I kind of want to pass him now. And well, this queen stage to Portenay is the perfect stage to hunt some Remco. So the race has begun and lots of riders are trying to get in the breakaway, but I'm actually not doing that. I was considering sending a couple riders in the break as satellite riders, but at the end of the day, it's all about 2 seconds for me. I need to pass Remco Evenepoel, so I'll try to play it conservatively. By the way, the tempo that UAE is smashing on the pedals right now is insane on this fast climb. My riders are perishing in the middle of the peloton. Actually, I'm gonna try and attack with Steinhauser and Thompson here because I feel like UAE in the peloton is depending fully on Matichuk, but that man is fully empty, guys, so I might as well join the break. Is there a way for me to also get Henry Johannes Appelbaum in the breakaway? That would be very nice. Fisher Black is now pacing in the peloton, but the tempo is not too crazy, so we might be able to step away from this group, and we are. Meanwhile, Kieran Thompson is successfully bringing Steinhauser to the front of the race, and this break will be like 25 riders. But ouch, Appelbaum is like 2 minutes 20 behind on top of the first climb, so this might be a complete chasse patate. Looks like Appelbaum is not the only rider stuck in a chasse patate, also Evertsen Hegreberg. What a name, by the way. Anyway, this 22-man breakaway is actually really strong. Multiple teams with multiple riders, including proper climbers. Michels, 77 mountain. Brazafonso, 75 mountain. Jack Haig, 76. We've got Van Eetveld as well, 78 mountain. Coulthard, 80 mountain. It just keeps going. But yeah, the gap to Appelbaum is actually growing, so I'm going to wait on the peloton with him because this is going nowhere. Anyway, time for the second climb of the day. Still 65 kilometers to go, so still a while to go. The gap is 3 minutes on the peloton, but I think that might actually lower a bit on this climb. Not exactly surprised that 2 UAE riders are already off the back of the peloton, but also their team is not exactly climber focused. Aspar and Roel van Sint Maartensdijk, Söderqvist, all kind of flat specialists. I won't lie, I was hoping for Kieran Thompson to get over the top, but that is not happening, so it's solo time when it comes to Steinhauser. But hey, the gap is extending. 3 minutes 30 at the moment, and Steinhauser only on 1 minute 23 in GC, so looking fantastic. The attacks are coming. Should have reacted better to that. We've got Coulthard and so forth with us, so he should be a pretty proper climber. Never mind, it looks like he's about to drop off my wheel, so that is far from ideal. Can we get into the descent with a small group and get back to the front? I think we can. And actually, the fact that Thompson dropped in the breakaway is super handy because now he's in the peloton to help out Lipovic, so that's good. Come on, boys, close the gap. 13 seconds, almost at the front. We've got this, boys, and almost full energy, so Steinhauser is almost refueled. 4 minutes 40 on the peloton. We are looking amazing. And we gotta remember, this is the final mountain stage of this race, so everything is decided on this final climb. So the final climb has begun. 3 minutes 40 is the gap now. Fabro is leading the group. I gotta focus on 2 groups, and I'm not very good at that on Pro Cycling Manager, so let's try and do that as good as possible. Van Eetveld is attacking. I'm gonna try and do my own tempo for the climb because it's a 15-kilometer climb to go, so ain't the short one. My goodness, the peloton is absolutely shredding it. We've got, is it Ineos? Yes, Guillaume Martin is pacing like a crazy person in this group. Steinhauser trying to survive in this second group, but his virtual lead is disappearing by the minute right now, not even by the second. So only 2 minutes 20 on the peloton. Now actually, only 2 minutes from this group to the peloton, because Van Eetveld and Michels have 30 seconds on us. Clément Bras, Afonso is trying to bridge towards the other two. I'm settling my own tempo. I've still got a minute 30 on this group. Lipovic, get your damn positioning better, man. What is this? You're in Narnia. Pogacar making a move behind, so he's trying to bridge towards the Steinhauser group, only 48 seconds behind them. Let's hope he overextends because, oh my god, he's flying towards us. Literally flying. Come on, Poggy. Overextend, buddy. Overextend. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get to the front with my gang right here. Perikas can protect my boy Lipovic. We've got Steinhauser on 25 seconds of the front of the race, but we are looking good because Van Eetveld is blowing up. Where's Pogacar? Bridging past Dalby. We've still got a gap on him, so let's try and keep him behind us because we've actually got energy to do so. Lipovic on 85. I'm fine with that. Perikas protecting him. Come on, Steinhauser. Get your butt to the front. Pogacar is still in a gap, and we're gonna keep it that way. Pogacar on 20 seconds roughly of Steinhauser. We're passing the front of the race with Steinhauser, so that's looking good. Last kilometer incoming. I don't want to overextend, so let's do 77, something like that. Lipovic is trying to come past towards the front as well, but he will barely get to the wheel of Pogacar. I don't think it will work there, but Steinhauser can win the stage, and maybe even more than win the stage, because Steinhauser wins on Portenay from the breakaway. We've got Pogacar. 123 is the gap in GC. Not enough, not enough. Lipovic comes over the line just behind Pogacar once again, but a great stage for us. And ironically, I think Steinhauser will be above Lipovic. Gotta say, it is really fun to win from the breakaway, especially because at first I wasn't planning to go on it, but then I saw an opportunity and took it. And yeah, my man won the stage, so that's awesome to see. And as expected, second and third in GC, but actually only 10 seconds behind Pogacar, and I gotta say, 10 seconds, I reckon we can work with that. I reckon we might be able to do the unexpected and beat Pogacar here. Stage 5 is this medium mountain stage. On paper, Pogacar is much better for the stage than Georg Steinhauser, but we're gonna try. It's only 10 seconds, we gotta try and find a way to get that. What if I try to make this race as hard as possible by going in the breakaway with Lipovic third in GC? That would be fun. Matechuk is now pacing us down. That is interesting. We've got Kolar now doing the pacing in this front group. Let's see what happens here. Actually, at the risk of another Chas Patat, I'm sending Appelbaum in the break as well. So hopefully this time he can bridge it. There we go. Appelbaum is now in the group. That is nice. And actually, Appelbaum's now dropping from this group as well because the tempo is too high. Stop pacing this highly, guys. We can't keep this up. Like Dalby, what was your plan? On this climb, you decided to bring the breakaway down to 2 riders, including me, who's never going to ride in this group. So I guess we're just gonna get caught by the peloton? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of done with this breakaway. Now Hermans has bridged towards Dalby, and they're attacking me. I'm just waiting on the peloton. I'm not having this. Okay, the last climb is coming, the Port de Montserrat. We've got 2 minutes 38 to a 4-man breakaway. Don't care. Only looking at the peloton here. We've got Kolar and Appelbaum at the back, and in front of that, our actual train. Our red herring is that we're going for Kolar, which is not the case. And well, the plan is, Pogacar will think that we're going for Kolar, of course, so we're gonna try and drop Pogacar with brains, not power. Well, one thing is certain, Kolar or red herring, that ain't gonna work. Appelbaum neither, because he's also kind of about to drop. Thompson is setting up the rest of the team though. I have decided I'm not attacking on this part of the climb, but I'm attacking on that small bump before the descent. So I kind of want to catch the breakaway though, because I want the bonus seconds in play. Okay, 20k to go. We've got Rondel in the wheel of Lipovic, Perikas at the front. Steinhauser is ready to make his move. On purpose, I've decided to put Lipovic in the wheel of Steinhauser so that nobody's in the wheel of Steinhauser. Trying to keep looking at the map. I want to go on that small green section that's about to start, so I'm gonna go right now. Lipovic can sit up, and he can just sit up. Steinhauser goes on the right side of the road, going full. We've got a gap. Lipovic can go into the wheel of Pogacar, who is looking like he is trying to respond in some fashion. We're going 99. Oh, he's in our wheel. Come on, man. Yeah, we've been caught again. So that went nowhere. Now I need to set up a bit of a train, I guess, for Steinhauser so we can try and beat Pogacar at the finish. But now because we kind of caught the breakaway, the bonus seconds are in play. So Pogacar will most likely take bonus seconds now. 2.5 kilometers to go. I'm literally in the wheel of Pogacar. And, well then. That is very useless. because the man just dropped 70 positions in a minute. Yeah, this is going nowhere. We're not even fighting for the stage, but the benefit is that neither is Pogačar. So we did not get what we wanted in this stage, but at least it's not over yet. The gap is still 10 seconds. Hey, if there's one thing you can't say, is that I'm not trying. Jörg Steinhauser is still 10 seconds behind with 2 stages left. But well, it does not help that stage 6 is a pure sprint stage, so it's Leon Kolar time again. So I've got a plan. People are trying to attack away into a breakaway, of course, but I'm not exactly allowing that to happen because I want to control the breakaway until the intermediate sprint to win that intermediate sprint with Steinhauser to take 3 bonus seconds on Pogačar. So let's hope all of that works. Let's hope Pogačar does not sprint for this damn thing because that would be very sad. I'm gonna go 99 right now with Perikas. We've got other teams sprinting as well. Other riders are sprinting as well. No, this was not supposed to happen. We were supposed to get these seconds for free. Steinhauser tries to come around through the middle. He gets blocked by Corbin Strong. You're now my enemy forever. I would have gotten those seconds. I believe it. I believe I would have gotten at least 1 second. All that work to try and control the breakaway and I get nothing out of it. 45 kilometers to go, another intermediate sprint upcoming. I'll try to do the attack strategy instead of the sprint strategy this time around. So Appelbaum is trying to catch the last 2 breakaway riders in the run-up towards that sprint, and I think that should work. Let's try to attack with Landa in this segment, and hopefully that does make a split. No, Bardiani is once again in the wheel. God damn it. The attack strategy also doesn't work. Landa can start the sprint right now. Thompson can start it right now. Steinhauser can start right now. The descent is ruining this. The descent is ruining this. Oh, la, 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 la. Landa, no. Steinhauser. 3 seconds. Yes. We're now 7 seconds behind, which actually is still quite a bit. Anyway, I said we're going all out for Kolar, which is the case, but I'm also going to try and split it on that small hill, because if I can find a way to get Pogačar on a small gap, I might be able to keep it going. Landa in the wheel, he can go right now on 99 as well. Perikas in that wheel, almost near the top. Not yet. Landa can go all out. Is that an idea? Perikas will ruin his energy like this, but I kind of want to try it. Perikas can go 99 over the top. Is that a plan? In our wheel is Kolar losing the gap. That is nice. Very nice. Lipovic can take over on 99 over the top, but the gap is going to get closed by Conti. No? Okay. We are doing something? Maybe? It's going to be really difficult to bring this home with Steinhauser, but I'm going to try. Last 5 kilometers, Steinhauser into the descent as we speak. Last 4.5 kilometers. My boys are getting caught behind. Can sit up right now. Pogačar is doing something. What is Pogačar doing? Is he trying to attack towards me? I think he's trying to close it down himself. I think Pogačar is trying to close me down himself, but I won't let that happen. I need to get Kolar into a good position just in case we actually have a sprint upcoming. Come on, Steinhauser. Last 3 kilometers. Pogačar is trying to come to your wheel, buddy. He's in your wheel. That is not supposed to happen. I don't think I can win the stage with Steinhauser, so I think I need to sit up with Steinhauser. And I'm going to do that. There we go. And now we're going to try and get Lipovic to bring Kolar to the front. Kolar can move towards Steinhauser's wheel. That is the plan. Steinhauser can take over on 85. There we go. Last 2 kilometers. Steinhauser's launches a sprint. Kolar in the wheel can launch right now with 800 meters to go. Tries to pass Bruto Messe. It's going to be Bruto Messo winning ahead of Kolar. Isn't his name Bruto Messe? Or is it Bruto Messo? I'm actually not sure. Once again, we tried everything. Every single intermediate sprint. We did get 3 bonus seconds there, but at the finish, we just missed out on it with Steinhauser. It looked great for a second there, but Pogačar decided to close him down himself. Could I have won the stage quite easily if I focused on Kolar? Probably. But I'd much rather spend all the energy I have to try and win GCN. That's exactly what I tried, and we got a little bit closer, but it's still not in our hands. Thing is, this final stage is actually not easy to get 7 seconds on Pogačar because there's only 2 intermediate sprints, so there's only 6 bonus seconds at ISs available. And lastly, that repeated Montjuic Hill circuit at the end just is not that selective, so we gotta find a way to somehow take time on Pogačar on the road, plus maybe bonus seconds at the finish line, which that combination will not be easy. But hey, I'm gonna try everything and hopefully we come out on top. So, step 1 is Leon Kolar getting to the front, Appelbaum going to the wheel and Steinhauser in that wheel because I want to set up some kind of sprint train for the first intermediate coming up in 8 kilometers. 2.3 kilometers to go. I've got too many riders in my lead out. Appelbaum can take over and start a lead out. We've got Van Houtegem going for it himself. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's go to Reindering. Let's try and beat them. Let's try and beat them. Steinhauser tries to come around. Can we get a second at least? Yes. We get 1 second, which that's actually not that much. We're now on 6 seconds of Pogacar, which is still quite a large gap for a stage like this. And like, this intermediate sprint is in 40 kilometers, so I gotta find a way to control breakaway formation for 40 kilometers with Thompson, but I have to try. I am desperately trying to catch the breakaway before this intermediate sprint, but it ain't gonna work. We are literally about to get there, so we are doomed when it comes to this one, I think. Or actually, it looks like they're crashing a little bit when it comes to energy. Last 2.4 kilometers. Lipovic tries to get towards them. Let's start sprinting with Lipovic. Steinhauser in the wheel. Last kilometer incoming. Come on, Steinhauser. Try and sprint, try and sprint, try and sprint. At least get 1 second, maybe. Maybe. Yes, you're going to get 1 second. Maybe more, maybe more, maybe more. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know. Yes, we've got 3 seconds. We've done it. Well, we got the intermediate sprint, not Pogacar yet. We're still 3 seconds behind. But most importantly, at the finish line, there's 10, 6, and 4 bonus seconds. So let's say we get bonus seconds and Pogacar doesn't, then we get GC. So that's my goal right now. Quite a chaotic race so far, but only 2 hills left with about 14k to go. 3 riders of ours in the group, Steinhauser, Lipovic, and Perikas. So I'm just gonna try and go for the bonus seconds with Steinhauser, hoping that Pogacar doesn't get them. That's my only plan here. Here we go, on to the final climb with Perikas at the front of the peloton. Lipovic in the wheel, energy gel. Steinhauser in that wheel, also energy gel. We've got riders moving on the right side of the road. I don't like that. Come on, I want that space. We've got Fisher Black still for Pogacar on a small gap there, almost at the top. So I reckon we go with Perikas right now, all out. Oh la 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 la. Perfection, right? Right? That's perfection, right? Lipovic launches over the top. We've got Perikas to protect as we speak. We go 99 full attack with Lipovic. 13 seconds on the peloton. We've got a gap. I think Steinhauser has it. If we keep this up, Steinhauser has it. Come on, come on, come on. Last 3 kilometers. The gap is 16 seconds with Skelmos and Rafferty. And Steinhauser is riding off to the victory, I feel like. He is sprinting right now in the last 2 kilometers. And he's going to take the stage and the bonus seconds, I think. Perikas in the wheel, that is fine. 17 seconds on the peloton, whatever's left of that. Steinhauser wins the stage and takes Catalunya ahead of Tadej Pogacar. That is our victory. Poor Teddy Pikachu finishing in the peloton behind us, but he was not ready for that team attack. Gotta say, I do feel like the full power team attack is a bit overpowered in Pro Cycling Manager, so I low-key feel like I'm cheating sometimes when I'm using it. Anyway, there we go. We didn't even need the bonus seconds of the stage in the end, actually. Same time on everybody? Really? Nonetheless, it does not matter because now Tadej Pogacar is on 7 seconds. How the tables have turned. Like, I'm sorry Pogacar, but you gotta up your game if you want to beat REMBE Radnet Pro Cycling. But I'll be honest, if before this race started you told me that Jörg Steinhauser was gonna win 2 stages and GC of this race ahead of Pogacar, I would not have believed you. Last season, Steinhauser was pretty solid, but nothing too extreme. He won a Giro stage from the breakaway, I'm pretty sure, won a Romandy stage, got second in GC, but this Volta Catalunya was by far the best thing he's done for our team in the last 1.5 years. Getting 2 stage wins and GC is a massive result. Oh, I forgot until now, but apparently Milano-Sanremo top 3 was a goal for us, so I'm happy we got that. We've now also succeeded in getting 15 UCI World Tour wins, so that's nice. And we are in the top 2 of the UCI World Ranking because, well, I'm pretty sure we're first. Yeah, easily. 10.3k points, that's 6,000 more than Ineos Grenadiers. Anyway, Catalunya behind us, let's ride a few classics. So, Classic Brugge-De Panne, basically a sprint classic, but with a twist because there's echelon segments in the last 50 kilometers. Wout van Aert, Jonathan Milan are the favorites, but we've got Lawrence Piffy and Alvarez. And actually, Teutenberg is back, so technically he's our leader here. Because, well, he's our best sprinter. Lots of riders trying to get in the breakaway, but that is not our responsibility. That's up to Visma Lease Bike to close. Then again, last time I said that, the breakaway won. Wait a second, we are halfway the race. Remember when I said that Visma Lease Bike should take care of the breakaway? Well, they're in the breakaway with 2 riders, Van Baarle and Wout van Aert. Wout van Aert is in the breakaway. Why does this keep happening? Anyway, fortunately, 3 teams in the peloton trying to take care of that, so that's okay for me. If you don't know what the Moeren is, it's basically this area in West Flanders that is very open and as a consequence, very exposed to wind. And well, this is what you get in the Moeren. Echelons, left and right. The group is about to split up. It has split up actually. 21 people in this echelon, then a group of 43 at the back, so people are suffering. 30 kilometers to go, the brakes gap is now 1 minute 20. Leidert is doing a great job, but I'm spending so much energy on my riders, and I don't really like that. But we are catching the breakaway. When we have caught them, I'm going to sit up a little bit because I basically want to recover some energy before the final echelon segment to the finish line. There we go, the tempo is stopping. Never mind, we've got an attack by Brent van Moer, Parisini and so forth, so the tempo goes up again. We're now in the last echelon segment. I'm trying to save energy because Teutenberg's energy bar is not looking too bright right now. Actually, I'm switching it up. Behrens is pacing hardcore. Teutenberg in the wheel is now a domestique because I'm going for Hector Alvarez. 77 sprint stats, so also a fantastic day. 3 kilometers to go. We've got a gap. What is happening? I don't know what is happening, but Jonathan Milan is trying to close it himself. I'm just gonna go all out now with Lawrence Biffy, maybe 97, not 99. Milan tries to close it and he sprints directly to our wheel, so that worked better for him than I expected. Biffy can launch his sprint, Alvarez in the wheel. Come on, Hector. Come on, Hector. Let's hope Milan spends his energy. I think he has. Alvarez is gonna win. Alvarez wins. Hector, no, that's his name. Alvarez wins Classic Brugge-De Panne. I almost renamed the race to Hector Brugge-De Panne there. Like when Teutenberg wasn't doing well, there was only one decision we could make, which was switching leadership towards Hector, and seemingly it was a good decision. This guy simply keeps on winning. At the age of 21, he's won so much already. Now, I do have a feeling that this classic will be a little bit harder to win. E3 Saxo Classic, Wout van Aert Pedersen, and quite a bit more selective than Brugge-De Panne. But to be honest, we've got so many solid riders in our Cobble squad these days that if any of them have a good day, we might be competitive for the win. I would like to be in the breakaway, so the second this group is caught, I'm gonna try and make a move myself with Tibor Del Grosso. There we go, into the breakaway, my friend. Let's try and relay 85 and hopefully a group forms here. Oh my god, how does this happen? I feel like on Pro Cycling Manager in the last week, whenever I play, gaps just open up in the peloton for absolutely no reason. There's now a breakaway of 32 riders with Wout van Aert and a bunch of favorites gone again. This happens so many times these days. And for some reason, nobody in the peloton actually starts chasing. It makes no sense. Like, I might as well try and form another breakaway towards that large group and hope that I can put a couple of riders in there, because otherwise we're not even represented outside of Del Grosso, so there we go. Alvarez sit up and the rest can bring you to the front. And actually, this also means that my Paris mountain stage that went horribly wrong in the last episode wasn't even my fault. It's the game's fault. And all of you are roasting me in the comments. Come on, you can see it now. It is the game. This cost me most of the energy on Herzog, but I am getting my boys to the front, so we're almost in the breakaway, and we are now 38 riders in the breakaway. That is insane. And well, in the peloton, nobody seems to care. Now looking back, I probably should have put Wacek in that breakaway instead of Alvarez, because Alvarez doesn't exactly have the best day, but he's got enough stats to work with. Now, right now on the Kortekeer, 1k 6.6%, not the craziest climb, but the climb afterwards is a Teutenberg, and that's where this race in real life always opens up, but on PCM it doesn't really do that, so it's all about staying in position for now. Yeah, the group is calmly making it over the Teutenberg. The gap to the peloton just melted though, down to 2 minutes. Is no one gonna take over here? Because I kind of want this group to survive. Garcia Cortina went off the front on the Teutenberg and instantly has 2 minutes on this group, so that's kind of disappointing. Okay, enough of this. The gap is 3 minutes towards Garcia Cortina, 2 minutes on the peloton behind, so Herzog can start pacing and suddenly Hagenes joins in again, so that is good. Let's try and work together to keep this group going. Now, I don't know what Garcia Cortina was eating this morning, but 3 minutes 30 on this group. I don't know how this man keeps expanding his gap, but I'm trying to pace on 80 with Herzog. Entering the last 30 kilometers, Garcia Cortina is about to be caught by this peloton group, the first peloton basically. 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes 40 towards the next peloton, where I'm just sitting in the group as well, so I'm trying to benefit from the draft in every single one of the groups. No attacks in this group. Van Aert is pacing. Hagen is moving to the front to take over the pacing. I don't know what is happening here. It's a very passive race, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh my god, it's all coming together with 24 kilometers to go. We've got an entire peloton, and Teutenberg, our sprinter, is looking horrible. So now it's actually a very silly sprint that is most likely going to happen here. Is Garcia Cortina still up there? No. It's Gachinjar now. Actually, there is one small hill to come, the Tichenberg. Let's see if we can shred the peloton on the tiny Tichenberg. There we go, on the run-in. Here we go, attack on the actual Tichenberg with Stamle. Del Grosso loses the wheel. Can we make a split on this climb? I think we just did. I think it's a group of 14 riders. And these guys are behind, so let's keep it going. I can't believe the Tichenberg is what broke the camel's back in this race. Hagenes is trying to bring back Wout van Aert and the rest of the peloton, but I'm hoping that won't happen. But the gap is only 35 seconds, so it's actually not much. Gashinyard still has a gap of 45 seconds, but oh no, Mess Pedersen is in this group and is a better sprinter, so we gotta find a way to beat this guy. But I'm actually considering doing something else in this race. What if I attack with Alvarez? He's got energy. So last 5.5 kilometers, I'm gonna make a move in a little bit. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Should I just do it? I'll just do my attack right now, I think. There goes the attack of Alvarez. Piffy can switch to the wheel of Pedersen, I guess, and Vatse can sit up, something like that, and get out of the way. There we go. There goes. No, it's not working. They're directly in the wheel, so that is not happening. So it looks like Alvarez can just do the lead out at this point. We're going to try and sprint against Pedersen, it seems, because they are simply following the wheel here. Last 1.9 kilometers. I'm not too happy with my energy bar right here. Alvarez can launch Piffy in the last kilometer right here. Come on, Piffy. Come on, Piffy. Piffy versus Lund Andresen. Alvarez at the front. No. Lund Andresen wins in Edri Harelbeke. But hey, you can't say we didn't make the race. This was undoubtedly one of the most unrealistic and weirdest races I've played in a while on Pro Cycling Manager, but I gotta say I had some fun. Second and fourth in the end. I wanted the victory, especially from the group we were in, and we just don't get it, so a little bit disappointed. Anyway, that brings us to the final race in today's video, Gent-Wevelgem in Flanders Fields. 246 kilometers, a hill zone in the second half, but most importantly, we've got echelon segments throughout this race. But to be honest, my plan is pretty simple. First of all, no breakaways of 30 riders, that is banned. During this first echelon segment before the hill zone, I probably won't do anything because I want to keep my domestiques and riders for the climbs, and actually, I'm not sure I'll try to do much on the hills either. I kind of want to get over the hill zone and then try and shred it in that last echelon segment in the last 25 kilometers. So yeah, that's our plan. Let's see how it goes. So wait, you're gonna tell me that Teutenberg has a +1 on the day? Fantastic, but a -1 on a sprint stat? What in the hell is that? Alvarez with a +3 has 77 sprints, so he's gonna be our leader. Okay, the first echelon segment is approaching. We are well positioned in the peloton. I've got no plans for this one, so just keep ourselves in position. So 60 kilometers later, not much has happened. Some splits in the peloton, but nothing too serious. All my teammates are in here and the echelon segment is about to end, so it's down to the hill zone pretty soon. It actually somewhat looks like Van Aert is working for his teammate today, and I think that is Jonathan Milan. Yes, it is. So Milan's gonna be a danger today. But like, we are very well positioned at the front of the peloton with the majority of our team, the ones with energy at least, so I can't complain for now. I might try and push a little bit on the hill zone to make sure Milan might get in trouble, but I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be to drop Milan here. Actually, that exposed wind zone brought the peloton down to just 30 riders, so I've decided to put Piffy at the front, which that's technically our lead out, but we needed to be more selective to beat Milan, so this is what I'm offering up for it. I'm gonna try and make it harder on the hills that are upcoming, and then hopefully on the echelon segment at the end we still have energy on Alvarez to maybe drop people. Van Baarle, Milan are the only Visma riders in here? That can't be true. It is. Wout van Aert is not even present in this group, so I'm okay with... Okay, well, that is the reason. Okay, now he's on the floor. I was about to say he's in the breakaway, but that ain't gonna last too long if you're on the floor, buddy. So we are flying past our friend Wout van Aert, and ahead we have Pavel Bittner and Mess Pedersen. So we can try and find a way to bridge towards that, maybe with Alvarez. That would be nice. I just gotta try and find a way to drop Milan, and I think that's possible because he's completely isolated. But I can't believe I missed the attack of Wout van Aert and Mess Pedersen. Pretty important riders. Wout van Aert has actually abandoned on the right bottom of the screen. Mess Pedersen is the lone rider ahead. We're about to catch him on the Camelberg. We push now on 90, 95, something like that. Milan is dropping through the group. Let's do 99 over the top. I want to drop that man as we speak, and it is working. Jonathan Milan has been dropped. That is perfect. A group of 14 riders into the last 30 kilometers. Now I'll try to sit up a little bit and recover my energy on Alvarez, and I'll see what I can do in the end. Like, my problem is straightforward. I don't have the energy with Vatse to control any attacks in this group, so I think attacking with Alvarez is my go-to move here. Attack is literally the best defense here. So let's try and follow the attack of... Oh, damn it. Lots of people are trying to attack now, so let's try and close that down with Vatse first and then trying to attack them. That is kind of my goal now. Vatse closes that down with the last bit of his energy. That is perfection. Let's do 95. And Alvarez goes to the left side of the road and attacks away. We've got a gap on the others, and let's try and keep it going on 85. We've got a bit of a gap. Oh, Vodsik, don't start pacing, buddy. And nobody has the energy to pace us down. 30 seconds. Gent-Wevelgem might be ours. Hector Alvarez is continuing to expand his lead on the others right now. Do they have the energy to close me down? 7.5 kilometers to go. Luis Aski is trying to close down the gap. 1 minute plus is the gap towards Hector Alvarez. Mohoric can't follow Turner. Turner can't follow Aski. Can Aski close down the gap? We've got a bit of energy, so I'm trying to keep the man behind me on 67 right now, but it looks like Alvarez is riding to a solo victory in Gent-Wevelgem, and that would literally be an insane win. Gap is down to 30 seconds, but I feel like I've got the energy and he might not have it. Alvarez is gonna do it. Hector Alvarez wins Gent-Wevelgem with a fantastic solo after attacking away in the echelons. Luis Aski will come in second. Fantastic ride by him, but we take the race. Like, to win a classic in a sprint is fun, but to win it solo by being the strongest rider, that is why I play Pro Cycling Manager. That makes it so much more fun. And well, in the end, it's always the same man. It is always Hector Alvarez that does it for us. He's unbeatable. When it comes to top-level classics, Kuurne-Brussel-Kuurne, Brugge-De Panne, Gent-Wevelgem, Strade Bianche, that's 4 in 1 year. Undoubtedly one of the most successful classics riders this season. Like, what can I say? REMBE Pro Cycling keeps firing on all cylinders. When it comes to stage races, we just won Catalunya. When it comes to the classics, Alvarez won Gent-Wevelgem and Brugge-De Panne, so that's fantastic. But as you can see on the calendar, more classics are coming. Dwars door Vlaanderen, but also the Tour of Flanders itself. And after that, it's Itzulia and of course Paris-Roubaix too. But all of that is for next time. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks to REMBE as well for sponsoring the series. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.